I love a good round of poker. I'm not good at it, but I enjoy the experience, especially if I win, which doesn't happen a whole lot with me. Sadly, most of my poker playing friends have moved on in life, as did the existence of Poker Game. A longtime mainstay that retired along with Bob Barker, Poker Game is easily one of the most missed, beloved games in Price is Right history. So here we go with 5 fun facts about Poker Game. And friends, I am getting oh so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you are not subscribed to this channel yet, and so many of you aren't, now is your best chance. I am reviewing every single pricing game in the US version's history, and I can't do it without you and your support, so make sure you do the thing and I will keep this train rolling. First off, an honorable mention, but who's counting? The fake game show that aired on Square One TV in the 1980s and 1990s, well, it isn't really like Poker Game, but there are enough vague similarities that it's worth mentioning. This was my favorite TV show as a youth, and it taught me more about math than any math classes that I had at that time. Would you like to see reviews of fake game shows from Square One? Let me know in the comments below. And now, the main list. Number 5. The digital displays used to be white. What in the world is with this insanity? I'm not blaming early installment weirdness here because every other game with electronics had a visible readout, but the white-on-white design was atrocious. Maybe they were going for the appearance of actual playing cards, it's hard to say. Luckily, this was very short-lived, and the black backgrounds, which look so much better, were created before the end of 1975. Number 4. Ox Baker. In 1981, this game had a contestant who happened to be a celebrity, Douglas Ox Baker. Ox Baker's incredibly unique appearance is due to him being a professional wrestler, particularly a heel or bad guy. His most infamous moment occurred 7 years prior in Cleveland, Ohio, where his heel antics infuriated a crowd so much that it actually caused the second worst sports riot in Cleveland that year. Yes, the second worst. First being 10-cent beer night. As for his experience playing Poker Game on The Price is Right, he won his 4 prizes. Number 3. Conventional poker rules to a point. The game follows the rules of actual poker about as close as it can without dealing with suits. For obvious reasons, there are no flushes of any kind. I do not believe that straights were recognized either, but with the way the game is set up to play, that would seem highly unlikely anyway, and yes, I am open to corrections if that's not true. Also, it is possible for a contestant to get 5 of a kind, even 5 nines, which has happened on occasion. Number 2. It was retired due to confusing rules and low value of prizes. Although I don't personally believe the rules are confusing at all, it is a solid argument that the prizes are too chintzy for modern versions of the show. While most games have been modernized with higher priced prizes, the game still only gave away 3-digit price prizes in the end, thus a contestant will walk away with less than $4,000 worth of merchandise. What was pretty substantial then had certainly lost its glitter by the year 2007. Before I get to number 1, I am adding 2 Governor's Awards for things that I am just throwing in for fun. In 1982, a contestant was deemed ineligible and didn't receive her prizes, even though she won the game. Also, the game board is nightmare fuel. This is nightmare fuel. And the number 1 fun fact about Poker Game, it is the longest-lived retired pricing game. As I've talked about on my top 10 retired pricing games video, Poker Game is by far the longest tenured game to have been retired at 32 years old. No other game has been on the air for that long and then be shelved. When Bob Barker retired in 2007, Poker Game folded with it. Will it ever come back? Never say never, but even if it doesn't, it will likely stand out as the game that had the most heartbreaking conclusion.